Okay, we're so back. I am back from 2 weeks away and excited to play some Balatro. You might say, NL, I'm excited for the anecdotes. You have missed the anecdotes. The anecdotes happened at the start. We did an hour of just chatting where I talked about how I've lost control of my life, but I've regained it a little bit. I think I've regained it. Now that I'm back in a place where I can make jokes with the grocery store clerk and stuff like that, we're so back. Now, I don't even remember. This is a rude awakening for me because I did play a little Balatro, but I became more of like a Slay the Spire Andy, like closer to the end of the trip. So, buddy, I don't know if I'm cut out for like purple steak, especially plasma deck. I don't know if I'm cut out for black deck, purple steak, nebula deck, orange steak, abandoned deck, gold, zodiac deck, purple steak. I don't know. We'll do what we can. After defeating the boss blind, gain $25. Maybe. Hey, Pickle Down Rickonomics, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Happy partner anniversary. I had no idea it was coming up. You know what's funny is, like, I don't know if non-streamers know this. I guess why would they? If you are a streamer and you don't stream on Twitch for like a couple of weeks, they start sending you emails that are like, how can we win you back? It's like when you take an Uber ride and then like the next day Uber sends you an email that's like, hey, how'd you like your ride? If you're itching for another one, here's a 20% off coupon. And you're like, easy, buddy. My ass ain't going anywhere. Like, you should have hit me up a couple of days ago before I needed a ride. I'm not hopping in some stranger's Toyota Camry just for fun. They do that? I know every email I have from Uber is like so embarrassing for them. Like, I feel like they're so down bad for my business. Like the Uber Eats emails, at least I get it, you know. They might catch someone in a moment of weakness. You know, they might, hey, it's Pizza Tuesday, have some pizza. And you're like, okay, fine, you got me. 20% coupon, no sweat. But like Uber, like I'm not gonna just like go for a ride just for fun. That's mental illness and like not the productive kind. Hey, Valentine, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. 444, are you kidding me, bro? And Hiccup Art, thank you as well. Thank you. It is Pizza Tuesday. I forgot it was Tuesday today. I'm in another world, just for the record. Holy, maybe it's doable. Put it on it. Well, but actually, it's all good. It's all good. It's Swag Tuesday. Of course we ride the bus. I missed the Costco guys. What are they up to? Maybe we'll start with, hear me out here. I mean, this is just pure ass. That's 15 points, but I'm building the mult. I know, like, this is, you know what? Maybe we should be sane here. Hang on. Let me think about this for just a brief moment. Let's try an ace 2, 3, 4, 5. I doubt we win off that. Streaming is not hard. That's a given. But it's kind of weird to get back in the mindset after 2 weeks of the opposite of streaming. What's the opposite of streaming, you might ask? Asking what we're going to get for lunch a minute after you finish breakfast, and then rehearsing the phrase that you're going to say to order lunch, the 3-hour interval between breakfast and lunch. So that's like very considerate communication. This is the opposite. I'm just saying like whatever pops into my head and like letting it fly, you know, full auto, while also reading simultaneously at the same time. I got to get back into the mindset, man. Yeah, vacation makes you acutely aware of how much work is. Okay, let's not go crazy. It is mostly playing video games. Your job is probably hard. Harder than this, at least. Hey, Doaku, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. Nah, not really. I'm mostly just responding to emails. Okay, well, you know what? I could see that. But that's good. I'm glad those jobs exist. I'm glad you're not working at the mud factory with your shirt off, heaving those huge pipes around, getting a couple of beers with your lads after you finish. Hey, you want to, after work happy hour's over, you want to keep the party going? Sure, let me just send a text real quick. Next thing you know, it's 1 a.m. You're hopping out of the club like that Balenciaga model looking for what the fuck a 1997 Toyota Sienna looks like from the Uber you just ordered. We've all been there, man. It's Pride Month. Live a little, okay? So true. Thank you for remembering. I'm probably like the best ally in the world, to be honest with you. Any other straight motherfuckers out there, full-faced, asking their chat, hey gay guys, do you find balls sexually attractive? No, they're too scared. I'm not scared, I'm curious. Like, because I don't. You already did this bit? I know, but it's like, it's interesting to me. The cock I get. It has, like, maybe this is like straight brain, but I'm like, it has an obvious function. And it undergoes a change, which, as we all know from like storytelling 101, is like the most important part of like having an impact. The balls, ancillary, you know, they're kind of like, they're there. They do move around a little bit, but they're mostly like a little bit more like behind the scenes. It's like a stage manager versus like the play director. Mostly I'm annoyed because I've got like, my balls are kind of fucked up. Like I got a one normal size ball, and then I got one that used to be huge, and then I had the surgery, and now it's not huge, but it's definitely demonstrably bigger than the other one. Don't panic, it's been like that for 20 years. You got nothing to worry about. I don't have good balls. The shaft I'll leave up to the imagination. That's neither here nor there. The important thing is I don't know what I'm doing with it. Maybe we're gonna need chips at some point. I got bad balls too. Listen, I didn't say bad. I got like there's a little like Forrest Whitaker type asymmetry going on, but asymmetry can be attractive in its own way, right? Tell me I'm right about that one, please. You should be balls maxing. Get it twisted. It's so, like, by the way, I think this is self-aggrandizing. It's so nice to still have it, because you don't know, man. When I came back, let me just put it this way. The man who left, or the man who came back, was not the man who left. And I don't know at this point if I don't recognize the man that stepped on the plane, or if I don't recognize the man that stepped off. I'm still trying to, like, reason that out. But the banter's still in there. And I did, because it was 2 weeks without it, you know? If you don't use it, you lose it. Well, some people maybe. Oh. Hey, Bread and Company, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. What about the Canucks? I mean, what about them? They lost. So they're dead to me. No, I mean, they did fine, you know? It's just sports at the end of the day. That hand was too good. I've made a mistake. You rooting for the Oilers? I won't be watching the games because I have a life, but I will be rooting for the Oilers. When I check the scores in the morning, I will... Wait, I want this banana to break. Let's buy this. I will be saying good when the Oilers win, and when they lose, I'll be saying, it's okay too. I got nothing against the Florida Panthers. You know, we're all God's children, is I guess what I'm trying to say, and all things are possible through the power of Christ. Did I mention I became deeply religious while I was away? Me too? Who the fuck are you, man? Why are you taking my moment from me? Why are you stealing my moment? We got a picture of it on Splash Mountain. I'm being serious. How do those motherfuckers play like board games and like shit on Splash Mountain, man? I'm fighting for my life on every roller coaster. Kate will tell you, I can't. Even like we were riding some baby roller coasters with my daughter. There's like dads that are filming like front-facing camera to see their kids' reactions, the whole roller coaster. I'm like, I can't do that shit. I'm dropping my phone 100%. I'll probably be like squeezing the phone too hard and it'll like pop out of my hands like a stick of butter or something like that. I gotta like, I'm white knuckling the thing the whole time. The only exception is when I'm riding next to my daughter on the roller coaster. I'll put one arm over her, even though she's got like the seat belt or the lap bar on. Probably like completely ruining her roller coaster experience because she feels like she's being restrained by a large animal. Are you secretly a Disney adult? Listen to me, okay? Because I'm not going to say this again until someone brings it up again. I am literally not a Disney adult. Now, have I been to Disney parks 3 times in the last 18 months? Yes. Have I been on 4 Disney cruises? Yes. That does not make me a Disney adult. How am I not a Disney adult? Jay, cover your ears, okay? I don't have a tattoo of like a prop from Snow White or Bambi or some shit like that. I don't have a bedazzled Disney backpack, a Loungefly backpack with like the Mickey Mouse ears that perfectly represent me. I don't lose my mind. You will not catch me in line to take a photo of a dude in a costume because I'm mentally cooked. I'm like, that's a dude in a costume. Even if it was the real fucking Jafar, I don't want to take a photo with the real Jafar because I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm a little resentful that that villainous motherfucker is walking around like a free man. Sure, that shit happened like 30 years ago. Like, I guess he's paid his debt to society. But at the same time, like, even if it was the genuine Jafar, I don't need a photo with that motherfucker. He's evil. But this is a facade of the real Jafar, which is somehow even more evil. You're dressed up like a damn villain, bro. You don't see me going at Halloween dressed up as like Ted Kaczynski or some shit like that. People would be like, arrest this motherfucker. And do I have some Disney shirts? I do have some Disney shirts, okay? You will not catch me buying a spoon with Mickey Mouse ears on it, though. That's not going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. I did not say shout out to the Unabomber, okay? You're taking me out of context. High card could go crazy. I don't know what I'm doing in Balatro, by the way. But it seems to be working. Pardon me, by the way. Pardon me. Kate is also not a Disney adult. She likes the parks. She enjoys some of the movies. But she is not a Disney adult. All I'm saying is you can't know if someone is a Disney adult unless you've seen Disney adults. She has... No, you're getting it twisted here. You are Disney adults. Didn't all you motherfuckers watch the Jenny Nicholson 4-hour video essay? As far as I'm concerned, that makes you a Disney adult. I haven't even seen 4 hours of Disney movies in the past year. Hey, Varedna, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Why not? Because they didn't make fucking good ones, bro. I watched like 15 minutes of Wish and I was like, they're washed. I wish I hadn't. That's a good one. I gotta see Furiosa. It got the Kojima seal of approval. You see the tweet that had a picture of Hideo Kojima and George Miller, and it said Dick Rider? Hideo Kojima has tweeted about George Miller 67,000 times. That's 76% of his tweets. Second only to Hunter Schafer at 87%. Great tweet. Great. It feels so good to be back. Oh, man, it feels good. All face cards are drawn face down, huh? See you later, motherfucker. I don't want to play good hands. They disappoint me. Could you strike out Timothy Chalamet with 3 straight pitches? Honestly, that's a load-bearing post. No doubt about that. I don't remember the whole thing, but I've read it 20 times. The second pitch is the one where he's like, what, like, second pitch, 97 mile an hour fastball, looking. Fuck you, Lady Bird fucking sucked. Which is not true. It's a great movie. It's a superlative film. But it's a great tweet. He's drowning. That's what he says. Yeah, Lady Bird sucked. Kill yourself. Oh, man. I'm going to say that was the second best tweet that I saw when I was away. The best tweet, at the end of the day, I'm a millennial, right? So the best tweet that I saw when I was away from my perspective was the end of 7, but with Seth Rogen, James Franco, and Danny McBride instead. It's like, James Franco, there's nothing in the box, man. Don't worry about it. That's your wife's head, Kimosabi. What the fuck? That is fucking gnarly, dude. The tweet is so good. Good tweet. Good tweet. It feels good to be back with a good tweet segment. Let me get some of that. People fucking hate Seth Rogen, man. I love that dude. I hate him? Why, though? It'd be people that are like Blaze 24/7 that are like, all he talks about is weed. Look in the mirror, motherfucker. COD. What am I doing? I forgot how to play this game. We don't need a credit card. I can take him or leave him. I don't know. I could take him, man. I don't mean like in a fight. We don't need to talk about that. It's a trivial conversation, in my opinion. If Seth Rogen has one fan, it's me, I think. Why, though? I don't know. You have to find him funny. People always do the haha weed bit, and he's done a lot of weed comedy, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, he's also done 50-50. He also did Long Shot. You know, he tried funny people. It didn't fully work, I think, but he had some like higher-minded ambitions. Blackboard kind of goes nutty, man. He also produced The Boys. Yeah, I'm not going to hold it against him, though. It's mostly a joke, I guess. What about the movie where he's teleported through time and becomes a pickle manufacturer in 2020 New York? Okay, listen, bro, he doesn't travel through time, okay? He is an actor and a writer and a comedian. The character he plays also doesn't travel through time. They fall in a vat of pickling juice and are preserved and then are de-pickled in modern-day North America, where he then has to live with his great-great-grandson. And it's all about the generational difference of, like, this dude from, like, 1700s Poland is trying to interact with his great-great-grandson who's, like, an app developer and stuff anyway. Finally, someone else has seen that movie. It's so funny to think about how fast, like, the media landscape changed. Because, like, now, they're like, Challengers is coming to MGM Plus. And I'm like, hey, man, hey, fuck you. I don't care if like a cure for heart disease is coming to MGM Plus. We are fucking done with subscription services. I don't care if The Godfather 2 is only going to be available on Tubi. You will catch my ass being deprived of Francis Ford Coppola's best movie then. Unless Apocalypse Now happens to be on. Well, in Dracula I got a soft spot, but it's neither here nor there. But back in 2020, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll subscribe to Crave to see an American Pickle. It's June 2020. What the fuck else am I gonna do? Yeah, wow, was it good? Not really. Did I watch it? Probably like within 3 hours of it premiering. What about The Conversation? I fuck with Gene Hackman. It's Pride Month, bro. What am I doing? I play one round and then I talk for 8 minutes. Has this always been like this? Is this always the way that I've run my stream? Yeah? That's fucking sick, dude. We don't need DNA. It's not necessary. Fucking bacteria. We don't need DNA. We're bacteria guys. Of course we reproduce via RNA. Oh, no. It's still in there, huh? Oh, man. You're not wrong. This is a fucking crazy shot, bro. It's like 3 of the best Jokers in Earth's history. And I've done nothing to deserve it. Maybe I'm anointed. I don't know. There's always the chance. Nothing. I think I'm rolling. Driver's license with bus? I don't know, man. You're right. Do you have to have a driver's license to be a bus driver? Seth Rogen's son or James Franco daughter, please don't send a chill down my spine with the 3-word phrase James Franco daughter ever again. That's like a CIA sleeper agent. Like if they left that as a fucking voicemail or something like that, I would I would move to, I don't even know where I would go, and I bet they'd find me. Seth Rogen daughter, 100%, yeah. I don't see anything wrong with Seth Rogen. He's not, I know that it's like weed, haha, but not, only like 30% of his material's about weed. That's a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's not 100%. It also seems like he mostly just like makes pots these days, which is, I guess, kind of ironic. Buy low on James Franco. He's making Blood Meridian. Brother. Come on, man. I mean, that would be a comeback story. If somehow he makes the movie and then also it's good. Good enough to somehow like uncancel him. But I think that's like that's hard. But that's a penny stock. But you won't catch me being James Franco's roaring kitty. Meow. I'm not loading up on $18 million in James Franco calls. Is he playing Judge Judy or whatever? Yes. I wish him I was gonna say I wish him the best. I wish the movie the best. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been out of the discourse for 2 weeks. People pop into my chat. Hey, NL, what do you think about cis-het boyfriends of bisexual baddies going to functions at Pride? And I'm like, none of these words mean anything to me. I don't know what... I'm not the guy who should be weighing in on that kind of stuff. Please tell me what you think. I'm not cool enough to ever been invited to like a pride party. I don't think people are like, he's homophobic. I think they're just like, look at him. He's not the guy you want at the pride party. Maybe if they do like a board game night or something, he'd come there and do his impression of like, you know, hey, what if Tom Hardy as Bane played Frasier Crane in the Frasier Crane reboot? Niles! I don't have a cup with me. I wish maybe an old Coke can. Niles! You thought the Zinfandel was your ally. You merely adopted it. You don't want me at the parade. What am I gonna do? Clap? Yeah? I wish him the best, don't get me wrong. I understand why they don't invite me. I'm a boyfriend of a bi woman. Is this like a BYE, like, my wife left! My heart! Yep, guess, again, I don't know what I'm doing. We're winning, but I don't know what I'm doing. She took the kids to a birthday party at Dave & Buster's! Because it's expensive. Just take the money? Okay. Speaking of which, people are saying Twitch raised sub prices. I see how it is. Oh, inflation is outstripping wage growth. We need to raise the salaries of all workers. Not streamers, though. Not streamers. Okay, man. Fuck me, I guess. I thought we were all united, you know, in struggle, but apparently not. It's not inflation? I don't know. I need DL Guiga to weigh in on that one. What am I doing? I have $74. I do like a wee joker. You don't really do anything. Why don't you join the party? Wee Joker gets invited to the function. Look at, you can just tell, man. You can just tell. Just look at him. You're invited to the function. You're invited to the function. Let's be honest. That's me. He's creeping everybody out. They're like, why are you here not having fun but pretending to have fun? And I'm like, because I never learned how to do it any other sort of way, honestly. Clown is good, though. He's not invited to my function either, honestly. Did you really re-roll for the bit? Okay. You got me. $5 is a small price to pay. I do have questions, and you got answers. I should have used my devil card. I'm playing so sloppy, man. Go ahead and ask them. I feel like I'm like a straight astronaut, which, as we know from Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins, and Buzz Aldrin, would probably make me one of the first. I'm going out into like gay space and like learning about it and then bringing the information back to my social circles where they're like, man, why the fuck are you talking about this? We're trying to enjoy just our trip to the grocery store. What are you talking about? I'm saying I have questions and I need you to answer them. It's going to be an elite bit. I don't know about that. Like, here's a question I have, and I'm just being it's not about the balls anymore. That's a solved question. I'm sure it's different for every person. It's different for every partnership, etc. What's the ratio of face-to-face versus hitting it from the back? Same goes for straight people. I'm sure it's a different ratio depending on your preferences and stuff. 50-50? See, that's crazy to me. Like in a curious way. Because I'm like, anatomically, I don't think I could do it face to face. Like, does it... I don't think I'm that flexible, or am I underestimating my own abilities? Pillows? Is it like an ankles on shoulders type of thing that changes the kinematics of it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, we're learning something. Please pick a planet. Why are you so intimidated by this conversation? I think it's a good question, bro. Because when I was a teenager, I would have said it's 0% face-to-face and 100% back shots. Because that just seemed to make the most sense to me. But as I got older, I'm like, people, you live a long life. You mix it up. I'm sure 50-50 is still, it's a surprise to me. But of course, I'm like, there's a lot I don't know. Let's put it that way. Babysitting in Japan. Daniel, you're just in time. Daniel Raiders, perfect timing. We were just asking the gay community what percentage of gay intercourse is face-to-face versus back shots. You may be surprised to find that the consensus seems to be that it's about an even split. And we didn't even get into is it called cowboy and reverse cowboy? Or do you just stick with the nomenclature that they've been using like in the straight community forever? Like, are you like, let's switch it up and go reverse cowboy tonight? I guess that's hitting it from the back. But I'm not good at the shape rotating. So I'm like, maybe it's flipped a little bit or like inverted. I'm in tears. I'm the only one asking questions that we want to know the answers to, man. Please stop. My sister's watching. Wouldn't it be way more embarrassing for your sister to be like, oh, my fucking brother is watching this dude Let's Play Balatro again. Oh, I gotta dump my queens because I got ride the bus. Like, this is it, man. The connection between people and the fucking insanity and the variance and the diversity in human experience, even though we're all made of the same stardust. That's what unites us, brother. He's so right. Well, let's not go crazy. Can I ask another question? Missionary, and I think most people would agree with me here, probably considered the default straight intercourse position, which leads to it being maligned as vanilla. Is it inverted in the gay community? Are back shots like, oh, back shots again? And missionary is like, oh, like they're mixed, or is it still the default? It's complicated. I got time. It's personal preference. I get you're saying don't ask me what my personal preference is. Okay, so I'm not trying to like cause a problem for you or anything. I'm just asking if there was a consensus that you could glean. Because it's different for like I'm not trying to knock you off your high horse, okay? Straight people could pull that card too. Could be like, actually, for some people, missionary is not the default. You'd be like, shut up, motherfucker! It's Pride Month. So now I'm giving you your space to talk about it and to educate me a little bit, and you're telling me, oh, it depends. No, fucking give me the magic bullet. Give me the secret answer that you're not telling people. You guys got any questions about the straight community? No? No, we've seen movies and television shows and read books and listened to music for the last 3,000 years. Okay. You didn't have to be so curt about it. You didn't have to be so rude. I was simply born this way. I didn't ask for your smart aleck tone, quite frankly. What would the questions even be? Well, I wouldn't know because I got the answers. Missionaries goated when you want to see your partner's face. You know, it's like, you're not lying, but it has the same energy as that tweet that's like, yo, water hits like crazy when you're thirsty. You're like, of course. That's what it's fucking there for, man. Like, I get you didn't do anything wrong, but I'm like, yeah, obviously. Like, food goes crazy when you're hungry. So what I'm saying is I'm probably the only honest ally. Because, like, I feel like a lot of straight people would quietly or loudly support the gay community, which is great. And then, like, a smaller proportion would ask these kind of questions, but I always feel like there's almost like a Louis Theroux type, like, let's see how they do it on the other side. Like, isn't that unusual? I'm coming at it because I want to know more about you. I want to know, like, because we're all human beings, man. You ever been pegged? First off, that's a fucking personal ass question. Secondly, thank you for asking me, because I just got off of 2 weeks of, like, 7-Eleven staff being so unreasonably polite to me, which made me feel, like, even worse about myself. So to have someone, like, really go over the top with a fucked up question you should never ask a stranger actually makes me feel like I'm at home, which I really appreciate. Thirdly, no, but I just think, like, I mean, I'm not that interested in the idea of it, for one. And then secondly, like, after I had the food poisoning incident, I just don't want to subject, the woman that I love to being in that area, especially if she's never really expressed an interest in wanting to really be closer to it. So it also, just for me personally, like, it seems annoying to me. And this is in solidarity. It's not like ooh, gross, how do you do this? It's more like it must be annoying sometimes. I would want to do, like, some hair maintenance back there. And it's hard to do, like, by yourself because my arms aren't that long. And then, like, I'm sure you got to do a little prep in advance to make it safe and fun for everybody. So, like, I mean, it just seems like a lot of work for me to do. But, like, I don't know. Her birthday's still pretty far away, but talk to me next year if she was interested in it. I don't know. For me, though, I don't really see the. You're right, ectoplasm. Thank you. I don't see the appeal for me personally, but I mean, there's got to be something to it, right? People are doing it. We may never discard again. Too lazy to bottom? Well, I don't know, because I feel like I'm like way out of my depth now. These are important questions. I'm trying to interface, okay? This is a genuine question. Follow me from the start of the sentence to the end. In straight penis in vagina intercourse, can the woman be considered a top? Or is the man always the top by virtue of being the one doing the penetrating? Absolutely, they can. Because it's not, because you can bottom from the top, right? You know what I mean by that? If individual A is riding individual B, by default, I would assume that individual A, by doing the riding, is the top. But sometimes I guess you could probably be on top from a spatial orientation standpoint, but occupy the roles and responsibilities of a bottom. Oh, and you're right. Now we're in It's Always Sunny territory. That's interesting, man. It's interesting. I won't be Googling any of this because it used to be like, don't Google it. You might learn something that's uncomfortable. Now it's like, don't Google it. Google will tell you to drink fucking antifreeze and you'll die. I'd rather ask real human beings who hopefully have some experience living it and then could tell it to me, and then we've learned something about the world that we're in, okay? This is going to be the longest Balatro run of all time. You know what's great? I'm sure in the YouTube comments, there's going to be like, half the people are going to be like, he left himself in Asia, and half of them are going to be like, he went away, but he never left. It's a fucked up world we live in. Not because of this, just because of different people having different opinions about stuff. When we should really all feel the same way about everything. Positive? Except for bad stuff? I gotta think about this a little bit. Amazing jokers. Thank you. Thank you. Can we change the name to Horny Tuesday? I'm not sprung. I'm asking questions about sex. That's very different than like horny posting. Like, did you notice that when I talked about straight sex, I said penis and vagina? I didn't say like throbbing hard cock in wet pussy. Like, there's a different, you code switch depending on whether it's like a learning experience, like whether you're in an educational mode or it's like you're on the job, okay? Please stop. You're babies. You won't survive the coming winter. You're babies. You know that was like a health class in the 6th grade, is you walk up and pull a funny word out of a hat and then you have to like say fucking balls without laughing in front of 30 other kids your age who are all trying not to laugh while you say Wait, class, today we're going to teach you that these are just words, okay? Words aren't funny. To demonstrate this, we're going to have you do stand-up comedy saying the funniest word you're aware of while everybody in the class laughs at you. Clitoris. No, you guffawed. Do it again. Squirt. It's just skin, man. It's something. I don't really know what it is, honestly. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Speed, why are you suppressing your guffaw, good sir? What is it? My mother is completely devoid of a house, sort of. I saw it. Speed, I'm looking at your film. Why are you cackling, chap? Oh, man. Thoughts on Dr. Pepper overtaking Pepsi as the #2 soda brand? It's crazy that Pepsi is so much worse than Coke when they taste exactly the same. I know someone's going to be like, Pepsi's better. They're going to say some stupid shit too, like it uses 0.2% real coca root or something like that, as if it's relevant to the situation, as if that's germane to the discourse at all. Pepsi is better? Oh, here we go. They taste the same, man. Coke is better, but they taste the same. I don't know how to explain it. Pepsi's definitely worse, even though they taste exactly the same. Explain yourself? No, I won't. I'm sorry. Just one of those things we, as human beings, have to accept. A mystery that's unknowable. Like, why is the sky blue? What makes the fucking waves go in and out and shit like that? Hey, by the way, can I tell you a moment that unified me with Japanese culture? The day we left Japan, I woke up at 6:03 a.m. to my phone blaring an insanely loud klaxon, like, and then I picked up my phone and there was a big red triangle on it, and then something in Japanese, so I just hit OK. And then the English thing popped up and it said, "We have detected an imminent earthquake, like, in your vicinity. Take cover, but like not under some shit that's breakable or something." I was like, oh shit. Like, Kate came out of the bathroom and we just like ducked and covered. And then we waited like 3 minutes. Like, we waited long enough for me to like be Googling like what to do in an earthquake. My daughter slept through it, which is insane. But anyway, so like 5 minutes or something went by and I was like, I don't think the earthquake's coming. I went online to figure out like, was there an earthquake? And yeah, it turns out there was an earthquake like so like slightly north of Tokyo. That was like a 5 on the Richter scale or something like that. Anyway, I was like, oh, I wonder, like, I was reading like comments about it. Every culture on earth is exactly the same. Same thing happens in Vancouver when there's like an Amber Alert or something like that. Every single comment in this Reddit thread about the Japanese earthquake, it's my one day to sleep in. Oh, I wish that the divine voice of God didn't rouse me from my slumber to telepathically alert me that the whole fucking earth is possibly gonna shake in 2 minutes and allow me to prepare myself and not die. And actually, nice, thanks for nothing, guys. It was actually 30 kilometers northwest of me. Maybe you could tighten up the sensors on the seismometer a little bit. You just fucking relax, bro. Basically, the Almighty, this is something that would have been imperceivable, or inconceivable, I should say, to human beings, even like 30 years ago, that you could get a message sent by a satellite that's like, hey, there's going to be an earthquake in 3 minutes. Get the cover. People are like, yeah, but it was in Nara, and I'm in fucking Gifu, bro. That's like 2 train lines away. Anyway, we're so back. 30 years ago was the 90s? Yeah, and I think in the 90s we couldn't have perceived of that shit. It was one of those mysteries. It was like teenage pregnancy. It's like, it just fucking happens. Nobody knows the machinations of it. So true. Hey, NL, you think you would have been one of those guys trying to like divine meaning from a cosmic occurrence, like a comet passing by in the medieval era? Yeah, probably. I think that's pretty reasonable. I think I probably would have been like, guys, come on. I mean, you just saw like a blazing ball of fire in the sky and you're gonna tell me like that doesn't do anything for you? You skipped the brainstorm? I'm just gonna level with you. It's gonna take a while for me to remember how to do anything related to streaming. And the best part is, we're not being punished in the slightest. Like, this is crazy. -2 for skipping brainstorm. I didn't even see it. Maybe like it appeared on the screen, but my eyes did not transmit the message to my brain. I know, it's crazy. I'm just clicking buttons. Any good plane movies? I actually didn't watch any, as mentioned a little earlier, which is crazy to me. The idea that I took a 12-hour flight and then like a 9-hour flight and didn't watch any movies is kind of insane. But life's a little different when you're trying to keep your 3-year-old from losing their mind on... But they don't have any concept that this flight is gonna be like the next 10 hours of their lives, which is like, you know, 0.1% of the entire time that they've ever been alive on planet Earth. I will say I was getting a little tilted, especially in Korea. It's like again, can I tell you something? I'm a very judgmental person. You could probably guess that if you've watched a reasonable amount of my content. Not necessarily unkind, but certainly judgmental. One of the best things about being back in Canada is when I see someone acting fucked up, I can be like, wow, they're fucked up. Whereas whenever I saw someone acting fucked up in Asia, I was like, well, I don't know if this is just like a normal person who's doing something that like is culturally appropriate to do here, but I don't know that it's appropriate to do here because I don't know the unspoken rules of the land, right? So basically it allows me to more effectively be an asshole without being accused of being, racist, I guess, which is great because I'm judging them internally to begin with. I will say I was getting tilted in South Korea because it felt like whenever we were out with our kid, if our kid cried or made noise like of any sort, we get a lot of people like looking at us, like kind of like, shut your kid up. Like, oh, your kid's like disturbing me right now. Like, oh, I'm at fucking Disneyland. Why is there a child here? And I'm like, there's no way for me to go off. But the number of times that like people would like look at my kid with disdain and I would be like, you're a 30-year-old dude with Snoopy on your shirt, motherfucker. Like, what are we doing here? Can you just relax a little bit? Like, kids are gonna cry. Just the way of the world. You see that I'm not going off on the guy, okay? I think he realized his mistake. But the guy who tweeted there should be like children's only grocery stores, and then everybody in the comments is like, hey man, fuck you. The airplanes, people will at least meet you in the middle of the airplane conversation. They'll be like, yeah, it is annoying when a kid cries on a flight. And yeah, I got noise canceling headphones, but it does burn the battery life up a lot. Yeah, Well, I'm trying to watch Ant-Man and Quantumania here, but I'm missing some of the dialogue because there's a kid who is unaware of the severity of the situation right now. Their animal brain is going like, oh, I'm 30,000 feet in the air right now. What the fuck is going on? Whereas when you get older, you can suppress it a little bit and you can drink and you can maybe take like a lorazepam or something like that. But like the grocery store, you're like, brother, your ass needs to callous up a little bit. You can't have your kid at the store where you buy food for your kid anymore. Maybe you should just fucking, I don't know. Maybe you should just move into like a retirement home. Oh, you hate old people too? Oh, the only people you can tolerate are people like in your exact demographic who share the exact same opinions as you. Okay, how is that? Is that good? Is that a good reflection of your personality? Do you think there's a shred of humanity still in there somewhere? Yeah, stay on Reddit then. It's all 19-year-olds who hate kids. I don't know what to do here. They got your mans. Give me the death card. What's your favorite book, NL? Answer quickly. Halo: The Fall of Reach. Good choice. Bro, spoilers? Oh, sorry. What? It's Halo: The Fall of Reach? Question mark is a question mark at the end. Skip me. Daorichi? Me at the mahjong room asking what the tiles are because they don't have labels on them in real life, which is good, we're all human beings. Or maybe it's bad, I don't know. We're so back. Hey chat, what for maximum score, what do I apply a brainstorm to? What do I sell and okay, I wish I could sell you. Ramen's not that good. It's only a 2x. Get rid of ramen and apply brainstorm to stuntman. Thank you so much. I'll start making these decisions myself again at some point, perhaps. But for now, I appreciate, you know, you're getting me back into the groove here. It's a nice little scaffolding. You set my money to 0, you motherfucker. Just because I don't know how to read? You think that's... you think that's fucking funny? You asshole? Ramen's pretty good, though. So true. Guy who just came back from Japan voice. So true. You know what was surprisingly good in Japan? You're gonna mock me for this, but... You know, I mean, we were there for a long time. You're not gonna eat, like, sushi for every meal. The Italian food in Japan was really good. I don't know what to tell you. I was surprised too. I expected it to not be that good. But the pasta was hidden. Info, I've never been to Italy. Yeah, that's true. I bet the Italian food is probably better in Italy. But having never been there, that's just an assumption. The pizza is fucking ass though. Skill difference? That's what we say when we have a disagreement, right? I had some pretty good Neapolitan pizza. Now, did I also walk by a lot of establishments that had like an entire mackerel on the pizza and then like a cob of corn and stuff? Yeah. I didn't go to those places. Yes, please. Yes, please. Did you try penis curry? I did not try penis curry. I'm not familiar with that. It sounds good. Sounds nice. We're so back. Do you fly first class or are you in economy with the rest of the rabble? I'm in economy with the rest of the rabble, to be honest with you. I'm pretty cheap at the end of the day. Like, I do spend money, but like anytime I get the opportunity to upgrade on a flight, I'm like, that would be nice. And then I look at how much they're charging and I'm like, you can basically suck on the tip of my penis. There's no way I'm paying what they're asking. Someone's gonna do it. I'm not saying like, oh, no, we're gonna like put the system on trial and make first class cheaper. But like, I'm not gonna be the guy. You won't catch me being the guy. Let's put it that way. How could you? Sure you're not even doing economy plus? Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'm just built different. Okay, chat, what am I doing wrong here? Please use Blackboard. Oh, use Blackboard. You geniuses. What a perfect hand for Blackboard as well. Oh, man. Okay, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing there. Slash marker. We'll call that Balatro 1.